What's up, fellow Star Citizen fans? JetSkier47 here. We are doing a little scrapping video today. I got mining on my brain because that's where I'm currently at. I am not far from Miner's Lament off of Yella, over next to Grimhacks. So, first thing you're going to do when you come into a spot and you want to start look, you're going to bring up your scanner and you're going to pulse out a beam. And you're looking for 2000. See that visible 2000, carrying 2000? You want to find a number that looks 2000, 4000, 6000, 8000, up to 10,000, you know. If you see a number like 1700, let's see, what's this one up here? 5100, yeah, those are rocks. 1700, 3400, those are rocks. We want to find a 2000 or a 4000. So, that being said, we're going to move in on this one here. Kind of keep pulsing every once in a while to make sure we are still on our current path. We'll start slowing your speed down a little bit. Don't want to run into it. And with any luck, we're going to get some of those little targets, that meaning it is scrappable material. We like to call them bear claws. This is the group that I fly with. We call them bear claws because that's kind of sort of what they look like. Okay, so once we have our bear claws, we can put away our scanner. We can go ahead and bring out our mining our scrapping modules, and we are going to move in on our first target. Let me slow my throttle down just a little bit more so I'm not jumping around all over the place when I move the controls. So, notice we have two valid targets. One is for each module. I am currently on the clinch, the clinch module, scrapper module, which has a diameter of 1.5, speed of 0.6, and an efficiency of 85. I'm not really sure what the efficiency and speed means to anything, but all I can say is that 1.5 is kind of a small target. I'm going to go ahead and activate this, and you can kind of see how small that target is. So let's go ahead and switch to the Brady module. I'm going to slide over a little bit. I'm going to activate them, and you can see we have a much larger area here. Okay, I like to use the Brady scrapper, even though the speed and the efficiency steps down just a little bit, but it's got a 3.5 meter diameter on this. Now, while we're on the subject of these, if you'll notice, when I am moving to the left and the right, the left as I'm eating, scrapping, has a bigger circle around it. Okay, if I swing back to the other way, it will be the right one that's going to be eating up everything, and the left won't be eating up so much. Okay, because of that, I like to align myself, say, on a corner. I'm going to get down here on a corner, and then I have a key bind that spreads those beams apart or brings them close together. I like to put them right about there. I will start at the bottom corner, and once it starts eating, I will just move in a vertical position, trying to stay close to the edge because I want to get as much out as I can. Now, that was a box that just filled up. It's ejecting. As soon as it starts to eject, I'm going to stop because during this process, I don't think the machine is filling up anything. Okay, now we're going to wait till it gets done ejecting. And if you look where it says cargo, that's 0.00 of 1.0. If that 1.0 does not pop back up when you get done with that first box ejecting, wait a second, turn off your module, turn off your guns, put them away, and bring them back out, because that means there's something glitched. So now we're going to go back to scraping again, and I'm going to eat up the rest of that right there along the edge of that. Now let's go back up. Continued eating up along this edge. Both circles are pretty much staying pretty consistent on size. And I'm going to slide over a little bit, and then we're going to come back down. The reason it did that was I jumped off the target there for a second. So now we're going to scrape back down and collecting up this in the middle. All right, let's go down here to the bottom and get this. All right, there's our second box. Notice it says filler station is obstructed. That means I'm going to have to go down to the cargo bay now and help it out. So, first thing is, I've only got weapons. So, what happens if you don't bring out your tractor beam? You can come over here to the panel, and we can click on Create, and I'm going to create me a Pyro Multi-Tool. Notice, Equip. Now, the bar went completely down. So creating a multi-tool takes a lot of resources. So now we're going to have to go back up to the top. Turn to the right, and we're going to go hop back into the seat. Because I'm going to have to fill back up the scrapper thingy, whatever, down in the basement. Brain fart there. Okay, here we go. We're going to fill this back up. Ooh. All right. Now, notice my left beam is not picking up anything. I'm pretty sure they are misaligned. Yep. So we got a misaligned. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm simply going to reach over, turn off I'm going to toggle my scrapper. I'm going to toggle my scrapper back on, and then we're going to see if they are aligned. And it looks like they are. All right, let me go back down here and get this right here on the corner. Now that we got that, we're going to continue going back up. Notice if I'm going up and down, the valid target areas pretty much stay the same the entire time instead of trying to go left and right. I also see that I'm not collecting as large of an area. So that means that for some reason my abrading modules are not working. So I'm going to go back to the cinch modules real quick and then back to the abrade modules. But first, before we start back up again, I'm going to go down to the basement. I like to call it the basement for some reason. Down to the cargo bay. Now, a while ago I made a multi-tool. However, I don't have the tractor beam attachment. So with that being full, we're going to make a tractor beam attachment. And we are going to grab that. Okay, now I'm going to back away a little bit. And we're going to hit the inventory button, and there's the really nice glitch. It shows where my air hose is on my suit. Okay, so we're going to grab that and we're going to attach it to our gun, close out the inventory, and now we should be able to move this box. I'm going to put it all the way in the back corner right there. Now, time to go up because we can't eject anything out because we've got to go back up and scrape some more. I'm going to beat the crap out of it now, right? So I'm going to click this back over. Now that we're getting back into the seat, we can continue scraping. First off, I'm going to kind of, yep, look at there, they're off again. So we're going to turn this off, turn it back on, and I'm automatically going to go to the clinch modules and then back to the Brady modules to make sure I am back on those larger modules. Okay. Now let's go back up to the top right here, last place I've got to start where I started. We have our valid targets, nice big thick areas there, and we're going to start scraping up and down instead of going side to side or left to rights. Wait a minute, and now my 1CU thing popped back up over there on the cargo, so I can continue. Get lined up. And continue with our up and down motions. Slow and steady wins the race, as they say. So and back down to the cargo bay to move our boxes. So now that I've created my multi-tools, I don't have to worry about making another one for a while unless for some reason I lose it, you know. We are going to see how fast we can kind of start filling up things. And eject. Whoa, did you see those boxes kind of start bouncing around? You got to be careful down here. You can stack 12 of them down here, and they're supposed to properly go into their proper places. However, once I fill up those 12 slots, I like to stick them down to any place I can fill it. Alright, let's see if my guns are lined up. We have one SCU and they are off. So, I'm going to turn that back off. Turn it back on. Cycle to this clinch. Cycle back to the scrap other. And boom, here we go. Pause for a second. Give the machine time to eject everything out. Let's see if we get us a one. Yep, there's our one CU back, SCU. And we're going to continue on. Eat up all that right there. Now, you notice that just turned red. It turned red because that means that this particular piece has pretty much got hardly anything left on it. So, let's go down here there. I'm going to kind of like maybe target. Yep, see there's the next piece I targeted. It's green. That means there's still plenty of meat left, stuff left on it. Scrap. Let's go down, clear out the move our boxes around. Pull out our multi-tool. Move our box. Eject this one. And if done right, in just a matter of a couple of minutes, I have that many boxes. So if you had your multi-tool already, I would have probably had, there's what, 4, 5, 6, I'd probably have 7 boxes there by now if I hadn't had to make a multi-tool. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go sell these, because that's pretty much the gist of it. It's just rinse and repeat until you have 12, 13 boxes in there if you want to stop at 12 or 13. But like I say, the bay down there, you can stuff 22, 23 boxes in there if you play your Tetris cards correctly. So let's take. All right, now there's a couple of different places to sell your stuff. There's a website that I'll link, and let me bring up that website. It is commodities. Galactic Logistics. Now on the one side is buy. It tells you what you're going to buy stuff for. On the right side is sell. So I haven't been over to Brio's Beaker Yard yet to try to sell anything, but apparently there's a pretty high price that you can get for it there. I'm going to stick with the normal, stations. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to go ahead and fly down to Orson because I'm so close to it. So that being said, we're going to crank up our drive here. You can lock in on Crusader and jump. I like to cycle my drive whenever I jump. Orson is locked in. And here we go. I will say that I'm an amateur video person making videos, so some of the fancy stuff that people do, I'm not sure how to do it. I would speed this process up if I knew how. I may just cut it out. This spaceship is not the fastest one at cruising around. Welcome to Orison, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to request for a landing pad. We're going to reach over and drop our landing gear. And we should get a circle right here in the middle of this. I don't see it yet. There we go. Kill my cruise control, bring my throttle down a little bit so we're not majorly gonna overcorrect. And get a little closer, we drop the throttle a little bit more so it makes it a little bit more stable to fly. And with that, we are down. Turn power off. Exit the ship. And jump out. So let's go store the ship.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Store.
Welcome to the August Demo Spaceport. Crusaders
Your
Gateway to the
vehicle has
stars.
been delivered to the
Okay.
vaulted location.
Did that say deliver it to the oh, I hope it's stored. Oh, well, let's find out. Let's hit our comms. We're going to go to where you can deal with ships and scroll down. And yes, the Drake Vulture does not have a lock behind it, so that means it is stored.
Crusader Cares program to improve the lives of everyone. With shuttles arriving daily, Industries will be donating 10% of all
The trade facility
stand out.
at Orison is located at the Cloudview Center. Whoa. I hit shuttle station and then hit the spaceport.
At Orson Skyway Shuttle Service, we aim to make getting there half the fun. Please enjoy your flight.
So, we are going to Cloudview.
The next shuttle is approaching the station.
That was good timing.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Please clear the hatch. Shuttle will be departing.
So, let's see how I look. Nice. So, we are heading over to Cloudview. The Cloudview has the location where the hospital is. There's a store there for buying things, and you can also, if you set your spawn, that's where you will spawn into the game at. And I see they have still not fixed the glitch on my air hose. Ha! That's funny.
Approaching next station. If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark.
Off the shuttle to the right. Habitation is here, and right in front of us is the trade facility. Hospital on the right. Commodity shop. We are going to sell. So we're going to click sell. Over on the left, we're going to click where our inventory is at. It is in the Drake Vulture. And if we hit in demand, we should get a screen that shows how much stuff we've collected. So we have 5 SCU boxes in our Vulture. We're going to click the arrow for all of them, and we're going to make 38K for 5 of them. Sell confirm and accept. I always like to re-hit the in demand button just to make sure that there's nothing hanging out there. And with that, we made 38K on 5 boxes. Ha! Look at that. That's funky. So with 38K, that's like around 7.6 a box. So with that, Jet Skier 47 here. I am by no means a professional video person, so this is just me. I love to play. Older guy, older gamer here. So if you enjoy it, hit like, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. And if you like it, we'll make more videos in the future. But for right now, I'm going back over to live. Go kill some bounties. See ya.